And we are underway in Buffalo. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, the Chiefs offense going to make their way out, and at the helm, a now 3-time Super Bowl MVP in his 8th season in the NFL, it's Patrick Mahomes.
I think it's safe to say that at this point in his career, there's really nothing Mahomes hasn't accomplished by this time. 3 Super Bowl rings, 3 Super Bowl MVPs, 2 league MVPs, a couple of All-Pro nods, and a passing title. When you lay it all out, it doesn't even sound real, especially when you consider the fact he's not even 30 years old. Now he has his sights set on being the first quarterback to three-peat. If there's anyone who can do it, it's certainly him.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now Mahomes. Able to find Gray here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Open man downfield. That's Smith-Schuster. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 53 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they'd put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads, everything in between. He is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
Allen off the play fake. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
From midfield, here's Allen. And this is Cook with the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On play action, Allen. His throw incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And Juju's going to pick up the Chiefs' first down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. He may go. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. To throw, it's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Allen again. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Allen going to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker, has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Allen. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That one is caught by Hunt. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in this first half of action. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Allen now looks to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope it didn't come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes now to throw. And this will be incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mahomes to throw once more. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case...
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. To the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room, a turnover on the opening drive of this 3rd quarter.
I like your identification there because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball, let's go down and score, put some points on the board and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Allen to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Coleman. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Nick Bolton able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on third and long. Back to throw. Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Mahomes going to throw. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. But no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now it's Mahomes again. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mahomes finding the talented DeAndre Hopkins. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. That time a 6-play drive, and it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Throwing now is Allen. He's able to get it to Coleman. Down inside the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Keon Coleman, 43 yards. And the Bills are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner, look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Now here's Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And Juju's going to pick up the Chiefs' first down as he'll take this down inside the 45.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt, fighting him off. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Hunt is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Point after try forthcoming. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Allen. This taken in by Kincaid. Into space at the 45. Able to get this all the way out close to midfield, just what the doctor ordered on play 1 of this drive in crunch time.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Allen. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to